What is going on, guys? Judo Sloth here, and welcome to today's Clash of Clans video where we're showing you some more Town Hall 8 war attacks. And today we're going to show you my two raids from a recent war to highlight the GoVaLo and GoVaHo attack strategies and the differences between them. So when do you want to use hogs on the back end and when do you want to use balloons? Now, these aren't the best design bases in the world, but the main factor is the position of the air defense. So if we look at the radius for this first air defense, it does encompass a few defenses, but I can get my balloons in there pretty safely, especially to them defenses on the left hand side, but there was a lot of gaps as well, which could be an issue for Hog Riders if there was a giant bomb there. However, on this second example, you will see that all of the defenses here on the back end are within radius of the air defense. As with the opposite side, we have the sweeper there as well, so for this style of base, the Hog Riders would be much better for the back end. So that's the two bases. Moving back to the first one, where we're saying that balloons would be the preferred choice. We're going to lure the clan castle first. Now, very easy lure with a single barbarian, and then 9 times out of 10, it is a dragon in the clan castle now, so you can use the double poison method to take that down. So starting out with the go portion of the attack, in come the golems, followed by wizards in order to create a funnel, and I'm also bringing wall breakers in, very easy on this base to bust my way straight to the core. Once I've done that, I can bring my king and Valkyries in, knowing that they will safely run to the centre of the base. Used a heal spell initially to make sure that they're running into the middle with full health. Didn't really need that rage spell. It wasn't until I started the attack I thought I should have maybe just brought another heal, but not to worry. Another heal on the core, and then I'm coming in with the balloons. You'll see I'm starting on the left hand side, out of the way of the air defense, and then as soon as it goes down, I can start bringing in my balloons from over at the right hand side where they would have been in target of the air defense. So coming around in more of a anti-clockwise motion to bring the back defenses down. And then as we start closing in on the final few defenses, you will see that every once in a while a wild base like this can trip you up. Didn't think for a second that there'd be 3 Teslas over in the corner of the base like that. I just assumed they'd be within the base itself, but it's not going to make a difference. You'll see we have a golem, the king, and a wizard over on the left. Final few balloons just went down, but we still have all of them Valkyries, and that's what I like about this attack. Your Valkyries are tanky enough in the middle initially, especially with that heal spell, to absorb all the damage, which allows you to slowly move your troops over to them back end defenses, and then as the heal spell wears out, them defenses are going down. Your Valkyrie's health is then preserved so they can get out and help with cleanup. Now, the GoVaHo attack strategy is exactly the same. You're working to get your Valks into the center of the base in order to wipe that out. As the defenses on the back end are targeting the Valks in the middle, you're bringing in this time Hog Riders in order to take out them back end defenses. So the principles of the attack are exactly the same. On this one, we're going to use one of them Hog Riders to lure the clan castle. And then as that's going down, we've already discussed that the air defense is the main reason that you would choose Hog Riders over balloons. But there are other aspects. Maybe there is an abundance of cannons and mortars on one side, only ground target and defences. If you can, you would bring balloons in. If the defences are very clumped together, maybe there's not much room for spring traps and giant bombs. There might even be a lot of archer towers on that side. You might choose to bring Hog Riders in there a little bit quicker. They can get them defences down faster. On this one as well, you will see that I used earthquake spells to get all the way to the core, so I didn't even need to bring wall breakers. That's another thing that you can consider. Now, there's a fine balance between making sure you're not bringing in them back-end troops too early so they've got no cover fire, but also not bringing them in too late so that your troops in the middle are sustaining a lot of damage. So you'll see on this one, as the heal spell starts to wear out, I'm bringing them Hog Riders in, even though all the defences aren't targeting my Valks in the core. Now, your troops on the back end are tanky as well. As long as you have about 3 planned for each defence, you will get through that. Don't worry. Just make sure you are surgically deploying them in, because don't forget, they will tank for each other as well. So just making sure that at least your Valks are into the core. If you're bringing them in much earlier than that, unless you're surgically deploying them around the base as the Valks are moving through, then you're not using your troops in conjunction with each other and you're not minimizing the DPS from the defenses. So do just take a second to consider when you're scouting the base, at what point will it be best to bring in them back-end troops. So in a nutshell, look at the position of the air defence, have a look at the sweeper, what defences are on the back end, are there any gaps between them, and then decide from there, is it hogs or is it balloons? That's going to wrap up the video for today, guys. I hope it does help some of you. I've been your host, Sloth. Make sure to subscribe for more Clash of Clans, and until next time, peace out, guys. Stay tuned for more Clash of Clans.